So, Combiner Wars Menasor. Why don't we talk about it? So, as we are all aware of, this year Hasbro gave us, for their Generations, Classics, whatever line, the Chug line, the subline of Combiner Wars, where they're bringing back Combiner figures. Now, those who watched my old style reviews, you'll know that I already did Superion, but when it came to Menasor, there's just something about Menasor that I don't like. I've got him configured in such a way where he stands fairly tall and straight and doesn't have too many problems. He's a little shorter than some of the other Combiners figures, so he's not as short as Defensor. But going back to G1 days, the G1 Menasor was the shortest of the Combiners, so I guess they were going for that. As you see, I do have the complete version with Wild Rider. I don't care what they called him. He's Wild Rider. And I've also got, you know, his replacement, Off-Road. Now, Off-Road's not a bad figure altogether, but it seems that we're getting new figures that weren't on the original teams, but getting the original figures anyway. So we're ending up with extra figures. Now all my extra figures are probably going to end up on Galvatronus at some point in time. But as you see, this is your standard for the Stunticon figures. And we already did a real good look at Drag Strip here. But as you see, you know, they're basically like the aerial bots. The legs come open and you can, you know, make them an arm or a leg. They come with the hand-foot gun. We all know this stuff. It's a really clever way for Hasbro to use very few molds to give us a lot of figures very quickly. And already we've gotten 3 uses of this center mass mold. We've gotten 2 uses so far out of the drag strip mold. We've gotten several uses out of this mold here. And we've gotten a couple uses out of this mold here, and 3 versions of this. And there's going to be more, because we are getting Bruticus at some point in time, which will be cool. Bruticus is my favorite Combiner, so that is probably going to be the one Combiner Wars figure for next year that I'm going to want more than anything else. They're not bad. It's you know, from a business standpoint, I could see Hasbro doing this. You know, they're giving fans what they want, which is Combiners. We've wanted Combiners. Third party has been kicking their butt on the Combiner market. And no, this is not up to the snuff of some of the bigger Combiners like Hercules and things like that. But still, for what this is a nice figure. If you look at the chest, I've got Blackjack there configured in my way. This is how I do it. I found a way to get his arms back here to hold on to the pegs. And I just think this looks more like how this chest piece should look. Yeah, my opinion. He's not too bad. You know, he's got a decent amount of articulation, you know, and you can always put these smokestack weapons up here to give him a little extra look. And if you put these panels here behind his head, it almost gives him that slight G1 look. But, you know, it's not too shabby. Is he a great Combiner? Nah. Is he adequate? Oh, he's more than adequate for what you want to do. His articulation's okay. You know, the joints are really nice and ratcheted, so you can do that. If you transform these guys the right way, you got a nice double elbow. So you can, you know, take his big ass sword and... So yeah. I know the first 2 waves, they were not the easiest things to find when they came out. Now it seems sometimes the Stunticons are shelf warming. Though I have seen a couple stores around here that do have the Wave 4 figures and do have the Wave 3 figures, which is Defensor. Now I do have all of Defensor, so I'll probably do one of these videos on Defensor. But I might take a little more in-depth look at the Fencer because I really like him. Gotta have a drink. So, what do you guys think? You know, leave it in the comments what you think, and open up the discussion on this. This is it's a decent combiner. It's not perfect. No combiner's perfect because it's kind of hard taking 5 or 6 figures and getting them into a stable gestalt like this. But still, they did a pretty good job on this. You know, because his horns here are nice and hard plastic as opposed to the soft plastic on Superion, these look better. I did fix the ones on Superion by taking a hairdryer to them. But there's that. But yeah, not a bad figure. I don't know if you guys want me to start like a rating scale or something like this. This is the first time I'm doing one of these type of videos, so if you want to see a rating scale, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give him about a 5.5. He's decent. He's not the best. He's not the worst. He's okay. He's kind of cool for being what is now a standalone figure since we got this one. So, yeah. Just more ways for Hasbro to pump more money out of us. Alright, that's going to be it for this. Let me know what you think about this new format. It's not going to be perfect. I still got to work some bugs out of it. And that'll be it. You guys, let's keep the discussion going. You can talk to me in the comments below if you want. Join my Facebook group, Darth Devious' Dungeon. You can have conversations there. And, you know, there we go. Alright, thanks for talking to me about this guy. Have a good day.